Hello, welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. This is going to be a couple of videos long because, as the title says, I am doing a Panhard 3-link tutorial. This is nearly perfect. I say that because there are a couple issues. One issue is this specific design. I wanted the Panhard and drag link to be as long as possible. So, I had to move the springs back. Excuse me. The issue with that is now the axle likes to twist. It puts more force here, which rolls the axle back. And then same with the other side, it rolls it. So, I'm going to show you how to build this. I'm going to start off with making the joints you will need, and then I will put, and then we'll move on to the axle, and put the links and stuff on. Then we'll attach chassis, and then the springs, and the rear end. Hopefully I remember that order. So, I got a bug bite. Anyways, getting distracted. I'm going to put the wheels back on. I will probably also show how to do the suspension a tiny bit better. Okay, so what you will need right now is, where's the normal bearing? I'm going to use the normal bearing so you can see. I also already recorded this, as you can see, except YouTube messed up when I was uploading it, and only 3 of the 4 parts uploaded, and I didn't realize until they had errors. I didn't realize until after. And so I will start with the joints. You will need Lord Payne's pipe mod, or one of his pipe mods, and the, Polygons mod pack. So, first, I am going to do this joint here. It is my standard universal joint. So, I have an issue with things having to be symmetrical. So we start out with 2 elbows. A bearing on either side. Take your plate. Put them both the same direction. Remove the lift. Put a plate on the inside. You don't want it here, where it would normally attach. You want it on the inside here. If you do this with it on the lift, the plate will attach to the bearing and it will not work. It could crash your game doing that. Okay, next, take a block of whatever kind, weld the plates to the block, and remove that one. Add a bunch to the back so you can get the lift out of the way. Now, go under it, like so. Put plates facing forwards, remove the lift, and up. And there you go. And then you save it, which I already have done. So if I go like this, this one, I've already saved it. Next, I will show you how to make the hub. So, remove this. You start out the same way, except you use this 4-way? Yes, you use this 4-way. Take bearing, put a plate to the inside, like so. Take the long plate. This is the pipe connector and thin plate, I think it's called. Oh, I just messed that up. Take it off the lift. As you can see, the lift isn't actually attached right now. Take the long plate. You can use the short plate or the long plate for this, doesn't matter. And then what you want to do is take this, put it back on the lift, put a block between them, like so, and remove this one. Bring a block back, get the lift out of the way, and then place a plate on the bottom, just so it looks like it's held on properly. A part I didn't do at this step last time was for the steering, so I'm going to do that this time. So once you have this, what you want to do is take 2 T's on either side. This will be the front of the vehicle. So you got your wheels, the front, and then your links will go up this way to the chassis. So, anyways. To make it easier, go on the bottom. Put a plate. Both sides. You're basically doing the same thing but with a T instead of the 4-way. Then you go up. And across. And that allows you to connect the tie rod, which you must have for steering. Realistic steering, at least. So there's that. I am going to save this one, because the other one was just the simple one. So that is the hub I use, as you can see right there. This joint here goes on as we're building it. We build it in, we don't just weld it on. This joint is a pain in the butt. I will do a video after this series on how to convert this so the spring is on the axle instead of here. Basically, you just use a different link, a different joint, shorter links here, move them forwards. But anyways, I will now show you how to build this this joint. So, same thing once again. Start with your surface. Use a T, like so. This is where I kept getting confused, is the direction everything needed to go. I like everything to be symmetrical. I have an OCD for things being symmetrical. So as you can see, ignoring this one, this is this way, and this is the opposite way. And it's the same for the back. If you don't care about it being symmetrical, you only have to make one joint. Makes it simpler. So, you need to put bearings on both sides. Outside, outside, you go up, and then the inside goes back. Like so. Now you just put the pipe connectors on, like so. There you go. Now, what you need to do is take your block that you're going to use to connect it, And take that off. Bring back blocks to move the lift. Then go underneath. Like so. And put on the last plates. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. And there is that joint. This is so you can put the spring there on the axle. Helps with space, but as I said, the axle will rotate, which you really don't want. So, now that you have the joints, I am going to cut to the part of the video where we build the axle. We will put the tie rod on, put on the Panhard bar and the drag link, and then we'll put on these 3 rear links up to the chassis.